Hi guys, today's sponsor, we don't have one. It was Mrs. Myers' Mummy Juice, and they've actually cancelled our sponsorship. But a few reasons. One, Geoff, which is pretty obvious. Two, we've been calling it Mrs. Myers' Mummy Milk for the past few episodes. Wrong, apparently. It's Mrs. Myers' Mummy Juice, and it doesn't come from a nipple. It's actually put together in a very hygienic way in a factory, in a very sterile environment. And we just thought it was a bunch of old women just squeezing their tits out into these bowls, but apparently that's not the case. So we haven't got a sponsor. So if anyone wants to sponsor the show, you can write into Dez on the record at gmail.com. I think that's right. Is that right, Geoff?
That's the one.
And and you can sponsor the show. So anyway, on with said show. And hi everyone. This is on.
I hope you're not blaming me for this mummy milk fiasco.
You said it caused coronavirus.
Look, I'm still feeling the effects of having drunk so much of it over the last few weeks. I just exposed what a bad product mummy milk is.
Yeah, but you drink vinegar.
Look, vinegar, Marmite,
milk.
All these extremes, they're delicious. And the mummy milk, it was a delicious product. But
juice.
It had some bad effects on my health.
Oh my God. That's disgusting.
I'm glad.
Smell it. I'm miles away and I can smell it.
We don't need them.
Well, we need something. No, this show isn't free. Well,
maybe we can reinvigorate the Incite a Million campaign.
No. I tell you what, Incite 10 and then come back to me and we'll do Incite a Million.
Well,
how about that?
Maybe we'll get £10 profit from my record haul.
Go on, what's happened?
Well, I had a collector contact me, bit of an expert really, he claimed. And he said, I thought we'd probably be making, I don't know, at least 4 times what I invested in this collection.
Who's we? Because I didn't join you on that. It's just you.
Well, me and Mum. I mean, she doesn't know, but
right.
He thinks it's worthless. Be lucky to get £10 profit. So that's really? £10,000.
So he's saying you're lucky to get even £10,010.
No, he's saying I'd be lucky to get £10. He didn't.
What did I say? I said to you, I offered you £10, didn't I? And
well, I mean, if the offer still stands.
Well, do you remember the offer changed?
No. What did it change?
Well, it's £5.
Slap another tenner on it.
Because you laughed at my £10, I changed it to £5. Do you remember?
Oh.
So do you want to ask me for that?
No. £5 isn't going to dig me out of this hole.
Is £10?
No.
He was going to give it to charity. He was just giving it away.
I thought he was a fool. I thought he was a deluded. I thought it was my shining golden opportunity. When opportunity knocks, you have to seize it by the haunches. Get it if you want the collection of a lifetime, instant record collection. Maybe you're a young person just coming to vinyl for the first time. Be the talk of the town and the envy of all your friends with this wonderful instant record collection. £10,000.
Well, it sounds like what you need is cash. Johnny Cash. And it sounds like where you might be going is prison.
No.
Folsom Prison.
No.
Because that is today's album that we'll be discussing, which is Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison. And it's not really a story. It's not an audiobook. It's a musical album, a classic, absolutely classic album. Yeah, so Geoff, I don't know if you want to kind of fill us in a bit more about this record.
This is a record by Johnny Cash, who seemed to portray himself and think of himself as some kind of outlaw. And here he is doing a live show. So it's not even really a proper album, you know, it's not a studio album. A live show in a prison, in an actual prison, in front of prisoners.
Pretty cool.
And
pretty cool.
you know, he really panders and plays to the crowd here, because he plays a load of songs that are about derelicts and criminals, and really the whole thing's quite disgusting. Actually, it just glamorizes crime.
How?
Well, he sings about, look at this song, Cocaine Blues, and he's whooping and hollering and making light of the situation, just to get just to gain the admiration of these wastrels.
Sounds like he's saying that it's quite a depressing thing, cocaine. It's actually, you know, if anything, he's kind of de-glamorizing it.
Well, I mean, you'd be the one to comment on that.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, you got to wonder why your career never went anywhere in the music business.
Excuse me. My career went places. Went to all the places. All of them.
You sit here in these reviews and you talk about your majestic career. Where are your records? Why aren't we talking about them? Why aren't they classics? Tell you why. Because they were all self-released. They went nowhere, and there was a load of old rubbish. And if you'd have stayed clean in the 80s, maybe you'd have had a chance at success. You squandered all your talent. And now here we are, sitting here talking about a wretched old 50-year-old country album by a dead man in a prison.
I am this close. We're losing my rag here, Geoff. This close. You can't see what I'm doing. I'm basically putting the size of your penis in between my fingers, and I'm saying you're this close to getting kicked right out of On the Record with Dez and Geoff. And I'm not kidding. You do not talk about my art in such a way. Leave the 80s alone, you as well.
Well, if you do that, who's going to talk about the record? Not you. You don't know anything about it.
I'll talk about the record.
Go on then. What you got to say about this record?
I tell you what. Actually, I'm going to do the rest of this by myself. So
what?
you can just fuck off.
Well, yeah. I beg your pardon.
No, yes, I'm going to go through this right now. So I'm going to say goodbye to you.
Well, no. The listeners don't want to hear your foul language. They want to hear critical analysis.
I can't be. You're out. So I don't know how to kick you out of this. So just be quiet for a bit whilst I finish this episode. At Folsom, it's got about 9 + 7 tracks. That's what I'm looking at Wikipedia here. It's 25 minutes to go is one of the songs. I think it's got a bit longer than 25 minutes to go by that point, because it's only the 5th track in. He's got Send a Picture of Mother. That's interesting. The Wall, as we all know, which is a pretty good Pink Floyd song. And
you're getting it all wrong.
Michael Jackson.
Getting it all wrong.
Shh, you shush. Michael Jackson. Jackson with June Carter, who is a woman. Give My Love to Rose, also with June Carter, which must have been interesting. And it's got some tracks on there. It's got some music. It's a classic. I mean, everyone knows it's a classic, and I don't need Geoff here to tell me that. So that's that really. So how many spins? I would probably give it the 182. That's police code for murder or something. So I'll give it 182 spins. 182.
One spin from me.
182 minus 1. 181 spins for Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison.
How are you going to this? You can't do this show without me.
Well, it's happening. I've already done most of it now.
Well, I'm still here. I'm still here bringing my fantastic knowledge. I tell you what, I'm going to change something here, and I'm going to give you a different voice. How about that? Like that.
What?
So now it's going to be.
What do you mean a different voice?
Well,
this is just my voice.
No, I'll do something and it will make it sound really weird and you'll laugh and everyone will laugh and because we're all friends and we'll laugh at you like we used to do at school. So that's it for On the Record. Johnny Cash, Folsom Prison, Folsom Imprisonment. And it's whatever. It's 181 spins. And thank you for listening to On the Record with Dez. And,
see you all next week, everyone.
No, don't.
I'll be back on the record.
No, won't be on the record. So on the record with Dez. Thank you. Right, thanks.
Bye.